Hi, I'm Lucia. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you my Halloween and Fall Tarot and Oracle card decks. I'm going to start with the Bones Arcana by Junaid Mortimer, and I got this from an Etsy shop called Jumbo Art. It came with this beautiful postcard from the artist and a lovely note and this really pretty book. The book is gorgeous and it has the same color theme as the cards, and it's a little bit bigger than the box, so you need a safe place to keep it so it doesn't get bent. So I just keep this all bubble wrapped together. And this is the box. I have the cards out here. It's the back of the box, the sides with the name, the Bones Arcana. And the artwork is just really beautiful. It has red, black, and white. These are the backs. These are the front. And the cardstock is a thin cardstock. It shuffles really nice. Just be gentle with the cards. I feel like I need to be gentle with this deck. So here is what the cards, the front of the cards look like, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous deck. There's a lot of detail. Really beautiful. One of my favorite tarot cards. One of my favorite. I love skulls, and skulls are represent our ancestors. So I love skulls. I always had a thing with them since I was little, so I fell in love with this tarot deck when I first saw it. It's actually one of the first decks that I purchased. It was, I don't even think it was around Halloween time. I think it was before Halloween. The Three of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Wands. So I'm just gonna go through some of the cards. That's gorgeous. The Star card. The High Priestess is, oh, here it is. It's one of my favorite High Priestess cards. It's so gorgeous. It's beautiful. The Magician. Ace of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords. There's like, it's simple with the three colors, but there's a lot going on in the photos. I feel like you can, in some of these pictures, you feel like you can jump into the borders and feel the card, feel the artwork, feel what it's expressing. So one of my favorite tarot decks. The Six of Swords, the Four of Cups. Like, the detail is just amazing. So I really only pull this out for like the fall or October. Usually it's like October, but I pulled it out a little earlier this year so I can enjoy it for longer, because Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. The Queen of Cups, the World card. It's just gorgeous. Look at this Four of Pentacles. It's really beautiful. The Sun, that's just so pretty. The Temperance card. Really well done. Really well done. The Hermit card. Look at that Seven of Cups. So this is the Bones Arcana from the Etsy shop, Jumbo Art. So the next deck I want to show you is the Murder of Crows Tarot, Corrado Roy, and it's a Los Scarabeo deck. And the box, first of all, is so gorgeous. And of course, Murder of Crows. Murder does not mean, anything bad here. It's just when the crows, they fly together, they fly in a group, and they call that the Murder of Crows. And I love crows and ravens, and I was researching like how you can tell the difference, and they say like ravens fly in like twos, and you won't see them in a large group, and like crows usually fly in a larger group. So just some information out there for anyone else who loves crows and ravens. So these are the backs, and these are the fronts of the cards. And this deck is beautiful. It's black, white, and some grays. The cardstock is amazing. It is a little glossy, and it shuffles really nice. It's a little stiff, but not too stiff, and it's also not too bendy. So it's beautiful cardstock. It feels heavy in the hands. I feel like these cards are going to last me a very long time. And these are the fronts, and there are no written names, it's like symbols. And the major arcana have the numbers on the cards on the bottom, so the titles are not on there. And it is just beautiful, and I call this my soul deck. Like, I feel like this deck speaks to my soul. The Chariot. Let me show you some cards so you get an idea of the artwork. It is gorgeous. The Knight of Wands. I love the moons. I love the crows and the ravens on here. The Magician. Six of Cups. The Ace of Swords. Gorgeous World card. The Six of Swords. There's just like a deep feeling in these cards. Like, I get deep readings with this, and I use this year round. The High Priestess. It's so beautiful. The Queen of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune. And I really, when I use this deck, I get a different perspective on the readings. And I do use this year round, but I do take it out more for social media when I'm doing readings on social media, like picker readings around this time of the year in the fall and Halloween. But I use this for me year round. Temperance, the Eight of Wands, the Tower. I'm just going to show you some more cards so you can see the artwork. The Knight of Cups, Judgment, Lovers, the Fool, the Seven of Cups. This is one of my favorite Seven of Cups. Like, it's just so beautiful and so unique. The Six of Wands. I mean, that is so different. This beautiful, beautiful deck, the Four of Wands. Two of Swords. That's one of the most beautiful Two of Swords I've ever seen. So just really love this deck. I love reading for myself with this. That's the Devil card. The Five of Swords. The Ace of Cups. Just really, really beautiful. And that's the Empress. And that's the Murder of Crows. So the next deck I'm going to show you is the Deviant Moon Tarot deck, the Borderless edition by Patrick Valenza. His story is interesting, how he took so many years to create this deck. And he does have a separate, there's a white book in here. There's a small book in there with the tarot, with the meaning of the cards. But he does have a separate book which has more on his artwork. So some people purchase that also. I don't have that book. But he does sell a separate book that goes with this and goes more into the artwork, which is a pretty interesting story. How he created this deck. The cardstock is pretty good. It's thin, but not, but not too thin, and it shuffles really nicely. It's a little long, but I'm able to shuffle it any way that I want to. I'll show you guys. So it's a little long, so my fingers just reach, and I have small hands. And the artwork is gorgeous. It's borderless, and it's so beautiful. The names are not on all of the cards, so I will show you some cards. You have an idea. And this card, I call it the Give It To Me Straight tarot deck, because these cards, they speak to me and they don't hold back. Sometimes I get gentle readings, but most of the time it shows me things that are hard to see, but it's so true. Like, it's such an accurate, I get very accurate and deep readings with this deck. It makes me see things that are hard to see, and I really tune into that, and it helps me do a lot of healing work. I really love the artwork. It's dark, but it is beautiful. There's the moon in every card. And you also, I feel like it gives you a different perspective on the readings. You can go deeper, and some cards, like, I have to look at them for a long time to understand what I'm getting from the reading. But with these cards, I feel like it comes quicker to me. And there's that, this Four of Cups. It's so beautiful. It's so different, so unique, and the detail and the colors, they're like rich, but yet it's like dark but rich. Just beautifully done. Beautiful. I don't know if I showed you the backs, but yeah, the backs. I sometimes wonder if I want to edge this deck, but I don't. Right now, I don't feel. Right now, I'm not feeling to do that. The Nine of Wands. I mean, it's just, look at this Three of Wands. I mean, it's amazing. It's like putting, like, your vision, and you're growing your vision. Like, it's just the Wheel of Fortune. The Three of Swords, and then there's the Moon. There's the moon on every card, and their faces, like the moon faces. I mean, it's brilliant. I love it. I use this year round. I do take it out more during this time of the year, the fall and around Halloween time, especially for social media, the readings that I do on there, like the picker readings. So you will be seeing this deck more during that time. It's just really, this with the dragon, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. This is a great way to represent the Seven of Swords. Like, they speak to me. The artwork is beautiful. They feel good in my hands. They are a little long, but I feel like the length, there's more to, like, there's so much going on in the photo, so you get to see the image bigger than if they were a little bit smaller, or if they would have had borders. I feel like you get the length is good because you get to really see the image, the artwork better. It's just really, really beautiful deck. I really love this deck, especially this time of the year. I love Halloween. And the fall is just such, the crisp, cool air. You have the changing seasons. And this deck it fits that energy, that essence. Yeah, so this is my Give It To Me Straight deck, and I love it so much. I really should take it out more often, because I think it would really help me with my personal readings. But I also don't want to wear this deck out. It's just so beautiful, and as much as I use all of my tarot decks and I love them all, I do like the idea of having a beautiful collection over time. So that is the Deviant Moon Tarot, the Borderless edition. Okay, so the next one is this beautiful, the Raven's Prophecy Tarot by Maggie, Stiefvater. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but this is such a gorgeous deck, and I also have the Crow Tarot, but I didn't add it to this list because I have a lot, because I felt like I wanted to keep it at 13 decks, plus I do want to show you one extra one, but this one, it has ravens, crows, the colors, I mean, the black and orange, the backs, the beautiful box inside of the cover. And the artwork is so different, and the orange borders. I mean, sometimes I think about cutting this deck, but I kind of want to know the meanings, and it's not your average right away tarot deck. So you either have to memorize the cards just to get a basic idea, or you can read them as an oracle. But I mean, the book is really nice too, because it really gives you a lot of info. And the cardstock is thin, but it's beautiful. It feels nice. It's a perfect size. It's great to shuffle. You can see I'm not the best shuffler, but you know, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not the best. But these cards are amazing, and I do feel over time, if I were to use them every day, I do feel like they might wear a little bit, so I feel like I have to be gentle with this deck, but I love it. It's gorgeous. These are the backs. I think that's really cool how it's done. And the artwork, the Three of Swords, I mean, it gives another perspective to the meaning. I do use this deck year round. I don't take it out as much as I should, but I, it gives you another perspective. I think it goes deeper into the meanings, and they are beautiful. But I definitely use this deck more during the fall. The Four of Wands, the Five of Wands, High Priestess. I mean, this is so unique. So it gives you a different way of reading the cards. I think it does take you deeper. Like if you really sit, and I feel like it's almost like a tarot deck combined with an oracle deck, because you can look at have the basic meaning of the card, but you can look at the image and you can get more out of it, for what it means for you, or if you're reading for someone else, that person's situation. And the flames on here, the flames, the wands, they really, it looks like it like it lights up, like it looks like it's real, like it's illuminating from the card, the Hanged Man. So this is a gorgeous deck. I love the colors. I love how it's done. I think about edging this. I'm not sure, in orange or black. I'm not sure, or even a different color, but I haven't done it yet. I'm not really sure if I want to do it. King of Cups. The Two of Cups. I mean, it's so beautiful. And I love Crows and Ravens. The Star. I mean, it's gorgeous. The artwork is gorgeous. The Ace of Coins. It's very different. The King of Coins. I mean, it's beautiful rose with the dark black, the black background. It's like glows. Like it just, they don't glow, but you know what I mean? Like the colors, the brightness stands out with the black. And the Knight of Coins. And I mean, you can understand the meaning of this. Like, do the work and make things happen with a shovel. The Knight of Swords, and you got the scissor. The Eight of Coins, and the shovel. String. The Two of Wands, like very unique. And you could tell that a lot of work was put into this, a lot of love was put into this tarot deck. The Six of Wands, I mean, that's gorgeous. It's simple, but it's gorgeous, and the way it lights up in the background, or the dark background, like the Ace of Wands, that's beautiful. So look at this Nine of Coins, the Two of Swords, unique, very unique. The Fool with the Sun. I love the artwork. I love how it reads. And it just feels like this time of the year. Like it just feels like autumn. It feels like Halloween, but it's great year round. The Eight of Wands. I mean, that's fire. The Page of Swords. I want to show you more because this deck is so unique that even if you see half of the deck, you still can't imagine what the other half looks like because it's so unique. The Three of Cups. So that is the Raven's Prophecy, right? The Raven's Prophecy Tarot. The World. I mean, it's so different. The Nine of Swords. The Sun. the Raven's Prophecy Tarot. So this is one of my favorite skull decks called the Gothic Skull by Dark Forest, Tarot Dark Forest, on Etsy. It's a shop on Etsy, and I think they're called Dark Forest Tarot, but on Etsy they're called Tarot Dark Forest. Beautiful. I mean, tarot cards, Dark Forest. Comes with a nice little book. Really cool box with the name on the side. This is my favorite skull deck. Also, I love the Bones Arcana, but I have to say this is my favorite, and I use this one year round. I mean, these are the backs. The cardstock is amazing. It's glossy. It's glossy. I do like matte cardstocks, but this is a little. It's very glossy. So, because I like to take photos of cards, and so when you take photos and if there's the light, like it hits it a certain way, you get that glare. But the cardstock is amazing. I mean, I feel like these cards are gonna last me like forever, and it's beautiful. It's a pip deck. It's a pip deck, but I don't know. These cards speak to me, and I find them to be very accurate in the readings. It's a nice heavy deck. You can shuffle them any way you like. And they're glossy, but they don't stick. They're easy to shuffle. So that's what I really love about them. So the cardstock is amazing. For glossy decks, this is one of the best cardstocks I've ever felt in my hands, and it's a nice heavy deck. And I mean, I love everything about them. I will not touch this. I will not edge it. At least for now, I don't think I will. If I do, I may do it in black. Sometimes I wonder how green would look, like a bright color, maybe. But these are the fronts. So the Knight of Wands. So it's all skulls, and I love skulls. And I always, like, when I use this deck, I call on the ancestral energies and ancestral guides. The Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Cups. It has the name of all the cards on the back here. I mean, on the front, on the bottom here, the Two of Swords, the High Priestess. I mean, look at the detail on these cards. If you like skulls, this is my favorite skull or skeleton deck. And I think I said it a lot of times already. I might say it more, just a little warning. So the Six of Swords, the World. I mean, it's so beautiful. And I find it's a pip deck. So we have the skull, and then you have the cards with the suits, the coins, the swords, the cups, or the wands. And it speaks to me, this deck. The Two of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. It speaks to me. I get accurate readings with this, and it comes quick to me. I don't know. It has great energy. All the decks I've ordered from this Dark Forest Tarot shop on Etsy have amazing energy. I cleanse all my decks. By the way, you can cleanse your decks using smudging with sacred smoke, or with crystals, or you can say a little prayer or meditation to cleanse the energy from the decks. Some people hold them over the candles, but be careful not to get the cards too close to the candles. The flames, Queen of Wands, the Emperor. I mean, there's so much like detail in cards. Let me just get it focus. And they're just beautiful. I love the borders. I love borderless cards. I love this card. I mean, I love the borders. I love everything. I love the symbol on the top, the names, the weight. I just love how they created these cards, the artwork. The Ten of Swords. So this is, yeah, it's a pip deck, but it's gorgeous. And to me, it's very intuitive and the energy is amazing. One of my favorite decks, tarot decks ever. And I use this year round, but I will be pulling it out more for readings on social media because I'm not sure how people feel about personal readings with these. I'm sure a lot of people who love skulls, love Halloween would dig them, but I'm not sure about like most of the people. So I would use this like this time of the year on social media for picker readings and things like that. The Death card, just beautiful. The King of Cups. Yeah. The Lovers. Details. The Devil. The Fool. How beautiful that is. It's like every time I look at them, I notice something else. There's this, I never noticed that. The spider web. There's a spider web here. There's a face there. Ace of Swords. And the colors. There's something about this artwork. The colors, it speaks to me. Really amazing. Judgment. And look at this. Yes, the moon in the background. I mean, it's just gorgeous. So, yeah, I love this. One of my favorites. If I haven't said that, I know I've said it many times, but the Queen of Swords. These are the backs again. Really cool. Really cool. And that's from the Dark Forest Tarot Shop on Etsy, the Gothic Skull set. And I do believe they're still selling these. I've seen it in their shop recently. So, yeah, one of my favorites. The Dark Mansion Tarot. This is actually one of my newer decks, which I treated myself to by the Taroteca Studio, the Dark Mansion Tarot. This has been on my wish list for a very long time, and when I say that, I don't mean Amazon. I ordered this directly from the studio, Taroteca Studio, to make sure that I had the original from the artist. And the box is just gorgeous. The cardstock is amazing. I always wanted, they make these cards in different cardstocks and different backs, and I always wanted this, the blue with the clouds. I haven't shuffled this yet because it's still new, and I do want to do a flip through or a review, like a flip through video on this deck. So I haven't shuffled it yet. Gorgeous, gorgeous box. I love the artwork. I love the edging. I got the matte finish cardstock. And the cardstock is really, it feels like silk. It's beautiful and I love the artwork. It really speaks to me. It's still in order. Here's the full card. Oh, here's the backs. So I won't be shuffling these because I do want to do a flip through and a review, quick review. They're beautiful, and you guys may be familiar with them. The other backs are gorgeous as well, but I really was drawn to the blue and the black edging. And this is the front of the card. So if you're into that Tim Burton style or that Nightmare Before Christmas style, the artwork is very similar to that. It's playful, it's fun, it's a little dark, but it's light and it's gorgeous. And there's the borders, the detail on the borders. The High Priestess. It's a gorgeous deck. It's unique, and just by looking at the photos, and I have looked at some flip through videos on YouTube as well, I could see that how these cards read with the artwork and the symbols that are on there. There's a lot to read, and I mean one of my favorite cards is the Wheel of Fortune, and I will get to that one soon. I love the Hermit card. I love how you have the elements here. You have the fire. You have water, fire, air, and earth. I mean, it's done so well. and I believe they're all like east, west, you know, like you have, I feel like it's in the right direction too. So it's amazing. Like just that detail alone, and you have the sun and the moon here. Like it's just done so nice. Yeah. So these are the major arcana, and maybe I'll get to some of the temperance. Gorgeous. The tower is beautiful. Every card in his deck is absolutely beautiful. And so I treated myself because I had a year ago 2 surgeries, breast cancer surgeries, and I had a lot going on. I just needed something to lift my moods, and so I treated myself to 2 of their decks. I got this one and a Slavic Legends one. I do have a quick a flip through of that. I may do another video, a review of that one, and that has the same cardstock as this, and it shuffles nicely and it reads very well. Beautiful deck also for you guys to check out. So if you want to check out that video, that's in my videos. 3 of Wands. So here we're in the suits. So I'm gonna just skip to the cups, just so we see some of the other suits. That is great. The 7 of Cups, 8 of Cups, just beautiful colors, beautiful. The swords, just really nice. I'm just skipping some cards, maybe get to the Pentacles. That's gorgeous. It's very cute, it's like dark, it's cute, it's light, it's fun. I mean, well, this is a great 5 of Pentacles with the snow. It's beautiful, and you really get the meaning of the cards. Like, it doesn't, like, the cuteness doesn't take away from, like, I feel like these cards speak. And really, they tell the story, they tell the meanings of the cards. Are really beautifully done. So that is one of my Halloween, because I feel like it has that kind of feel to it. But I would probably use this year round also. So that's the Dark Mansion Tarot. The next tarot deck I want to show you is the Tarot of Vampyres by Ian Daniels. The box is gorgeous. The book, I mean, I should do a flip through of this. The book is amazing. And I mean, got the ribbon, pull the cards out. I edged this deck in red. I saw this on Owl Moon's channel. And I fell in love with this deck, and I edged mine in red. Also, like she did, she trimmed hers, and it looks gorgeous. I decided to keep the borders, at least for now, and I love it. And I find this deck, this is the backs. This is amazing cardstock. It's thin but not too thin. It shuffles well all kinds of ways. It's beautiful. I find this deck to give me accurate readings, and it touches my heart. Like, it gives me readings from the heart. I can't explain it. There's a different perspective that you get when you read with this deck. It gives accurate readings. I feel it in my heart, and maybe even in my soul. I feel like you can get really deep readings. You can get really deep into the readings with this tarot deck. Amazing artwork, just beautiful. The detail. Some of the names are different on the suit cards. It's gorgeous. It speaks to me. It's intuitive, and I mean, it's perfect for Halloween, but I do use this year round. I find this also very good for love readings, but for any readings, like if you anything deep, emotional, it just gives you a different way of looking at things when you read with these cards. It has a different way of reading them. You get a different perspective and you can go deeper. So I really love this, one of my favorites, very unique deck. Love it, love it, love it. So that is the Tarot of Vampyres. So the next one is this little tiny Lenormand deck, and it's from Lauren or Laureen. It came with a nice little note. It came packaged very well. This cute little box. I gotta move quick because I don't know how much time I have left on my camera. So this is a very tiny one. So if you order from her shop, and I will put the name below, because I don't remember it offhand right now. Beautiful deck, cardboard stock. Yeah, that's the. So this is a Lenormand deck. This is the back. That's the front end. I mean, the detail on this is gorgeous. It's Halloween themed. Beautiful, beautiful deck. Try to get the clear video of this deck without the glare. This is very tiny. I mean, it's like the size of my thumb almost. So they do make different sizes. Be aware. I'm not sure if she has all the sizes still available now. But they were, I remember when I ordered them, there was like 2 or 3 different sizes, I believe. And I got the really tiny one, which I like because it fits if you're doing it with other cards. Like if you're doing a reading with other cards, it fits, you know, in the spread. And there's so much detail in these little cards. I would like a bigger size also, so you can appreciate the art more. Really nicely done, this Lenormand deck. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Just want to show you more cards, but I have to go through it quick because I don't have a lot of space on this camera. Yeah, so gorgeous, gorgeous Halloween deck. So this is one of my favorites for this time of year, Lenormand. The next is the Seasons of the Witch, the Samhain Oracle, illustrated by Giada Rose. It comes with a nice book. These are the gorgeous backs, gorgeous edging, and these are the cards. The artwork is beautiful, and I find these to be very accurate. I use these year round, but I definitely use them more this time of the year. They go really well with the tarot, with the Bones Arcana, or with the other tarot decks for this time of the year, or any time really. But I find this deck to be very intuitive. I love the keywords. I love the titles, and I love the what it says on the bottom of the card along with the number. I find that the cards match the meanings with the images, and they just go well with the readings. Like they're accurate. I find this deck to be accurate. I don't have the other decks, but I do want to get them eventually. And she has like at least 3 more other ones, and yeah, just beautiful deck. Nice card stock, very nice card stock. They're not too glossy, they have a little gloss, but not too glossy, not too matte. Beautiful, beautiful. I find them to be healing and soothing. Gorgeous, gorgeous deck. And again, that's Seasons of the Witch, the Samhain Oracle. The next is the Oracle of the Shapeshifters by Lucy Cavendish. The artwork by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. So this deck is adorable, but do not let the adorableness fool you, because this deck is also very accurate. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it could be used for shadow work, but it's also good for anything, and I find them to be very healing. Beautiful artwork, beautiful cards, and I feel like they have that fall feeling. They have that a little bit of dark feeling. You can even see in the expressions, the emotions, and I get that they have a little bit of fall feeling here, even though the cards, like, they have almost like a spring look to them, but it looks like dark foresty. Like, it reminds me of that time of the year when you want to, you know, be home and make a cup of hot chocolate or some tea and get cozy by the fire and watch some movies and soothing. Like, I feel like these cards are soothing. So I love this deck, and I definitely, and you have the Scarecrow. Yeah, a lot of these cards have, I feel like that autumn kind of feel to them, energy to them, even Halloween, but that autumn feel to them, like when it's time to let things go, things that don't serve you anymore. Like, I feel like it's such a soothing deck. We have the pumpkin here, and just beautiful, beautiful and healing and soothing. So I definitely feel like this deck fits with the theme for fall and Halloween. Just want to go to them quick. And that is the Oracle of the Shapeshifters.